स्टॉक जो कल सुर्खियों में था, टाटा टेक्नोलॉजीज, कल इंट्राडे में 6-7% तक की तेजी देखने को मिली थी। कंपनी के मैनेजमेंट से बात करते हैं। हम सब जानते हैं कि कल जो खबर थी वो यही थी कि BMW के साथ ऑटोमोटिव सॉफ्टवेयर के लिए एक जेवी में कंपनी उतरी है। जेवी में दोनों कंपनियों की 50-50 हिस्सेदारी रहेगी। नई डील से कितना फायदा होगा, इस सब पर बातचीत करने के लिए मेरे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं टाटा टेक के CEO और MD वॉरेन हैरिस। Warren, congratulations on this JV that you've signed with BMW. Can you roughly share the contours of this JV and what could it add to the body of work that Tata Technologies has already undertaken?
This is a really important day for us to announce a joint venture between ourselves and a premium German automotive company is a very special day indeed. You know, the joint venture is subject to regulatory approval in both Europe and in China, and so I'm not at liberty to share too many details. But what I can say is that the joint venture will be focused upon two domain areas: automotive software, as BMW looks to inform its next generation products with improved digital capability. The JV will be focused upon that, and BMW, like many manufacturing companies today, is looking to leverage technology to digitize and optimize their entire enterprise and operations. And we are very much focused, or will be very much focused through the JV in providing support in that particular area. Again, very exciting times, and also very exciting areas for us to be working together on.
I'm sure you are excited about this, but will this JV help you explore new areas of automotive technology in the coming days?
I've shared previously the growing maturity of the capabilities that we have in embedded electronics and in areas like software-defined vehicles, and I think you know, it's a tremendous testament to the teams that we built inside of Tata Technologies that BMW have been through an exhaustive search of candidate partners here in India, and because of capability and also because of culture and values, they made a decision to partner with Tata Technologies. So I think there will be many exciting areas that we'll work on together. Again, I think at this stage, you know, we'll need to keep much of the details to ourselves, but certainly in the coming quarters, we would hope to share some of the exciting projects and some of the exciting work that will be delivered by the JV to BMW in the future.
I specifically read in your release that you shared last evening, or last afternoon rather, that you would be working on BMW's premium cars. That's where the automotive technology platform would be likely built. Is there a likelihood of this association to expand beyond premium cars as more and more players want to adapt technology in all their models, in all their cars that they build?
Again, I think BMW's ambitions in terms of mobility will extend beyond the conventional and traditional vehicles, and I think we would have the opportunity to contribute as they build out their value proposition. But at this point in time, you know, I can't offer too many details.
I completely understand that, and I'm guessing you're waiting for those regulatory approvals to come in. But you did mention in your release that you would start this JV with about 100 employees, and then over a period of time would take that number to about a 4-digit number, so I'm guessing about 1,000 employees. How soon do we see these operations scaling?
Well, I think, you know, a company like BMW comes to India because of scale and its ability to be able to stand up resources in a relatively quick and short time frame. And so, you know, we certainly are very ambitious in terms of the type of individual that we want to inform the culture within the JV. We're ambitious in terms of the type of capability that not only we want to seed the JV with, but also we want to cultivate over time. Again, the specifics will all come out in the subsequent quarters. But I think there's no question we wouldn't be making such a noise about this if it wasn't such strategic importance to both organizations.
So how soon do you actually get down to business, if you could give me an idea on that? And would you need to add more capacity to cater to the demands of BMW?
We're confident that we can satisfy the business plan that the organization has committed itself to. But today I would point out is the signing of a joint venture agreement. The joint venture will only be confirmed and stood up when regulatory approval is provided, and so I anticipate that a lot of details will be worked out in the time between regulatory approval and the standing up of the JV in the second half of this fiscal year.
Okay, so H2 of FY25 is when perhaps more details would be shared. I also want to talk about how the market is faring, especially we've seen, reports from Tesla where they aren't really pleased with what they've delivered in terms of sales. BID says the first quarter hasn't gone down as well as to expectations. And there is also a slight demand shift from the EV side to hybrid cars. How does all this play out for Tata Technologies?
Well, I think we've got capabilities across the various propulsion options. If you look at plug-in hybrids, we did the Polestar 1 for Volvo when they launched the Polestar brand. We've recently celebrated the work that we've done for VinFast on VF6 and VF7, the two crossover electric vehicles that they are launching in Vietnam as we speak, and will be launching in federal and European markets going forward. And we've had a long-standing track record in the internal combustion engine arena. So across the powertrain options, we have capability and we have tremendous experience. And so we're in a position to be able to support our customers across those various options.
So in the current environment where there is slight slowdown in sales, are you confident of FY25 being stronger than what 24 was?
Well, we were expecting the tailwinds that we've enjoyed in the last couple of years to continue. We've not seen a slowdown in demand, despite some of the rhetoric that's coming from some companies around the tapering of growth of EV sales. As far as R&D is concerned, I think the pendulum has already swung. I think most R&D dollars today that an OEM is investing is in battery electric vehicles and plug-in hybrids. And so that's when the majority of our new business is being confirmed. And that's where we continue to build and cultivate skills.
I'm sure you've come across that report where the analysts are expecting the stock to go up to 1,250 rupees, and that's primarily on the back of your aerospace business. And of course, the kind of spend that you'd also put into your ER&D in automotive tech. But how is aerospace faring at this point in time?
Aerospace is a really exciting sector for us right now. We've been empaneled at Airbus. We continue to grow the relationship there. We've opened offices in Toulouse and Hamburg. The Tata Group is making significant investments in aerospace, and we are obviously intersecting and supporting that. We see massive growth in aerospace over the next 10 to 15 years, given the anticipated demand here in India. We think there's a big infrastructure play. We think that there'll be final assembly line capability that will be developed here in India. We think that there will be MRO capability here in India, passenger to freight conversion capability here in India. And we expect to support all of the investments that will align itself with those targets. And so aerospace is an exciting part of our business, and we certainly expect to see material growth in that area in the coming years.
Since you did mention the investments that the Tata Group is undertaking in aerospace, I would like you to also answer this question, which I'm sure many people have posed to you, that the street has always been of the opinion, and it's a fact, that 30% of your revenues come from the Tata Group entities. There is a concentrated risk there. That's what most analysts opine. At this time, when you enter a JV with a company like BMW, do you propose that those risks are likely to reduce?
Well, first and foremost, I would say that we are focused upon. We're not going to turn our back on the focused opportunity that we have inside of the Tata Group. The group is making very exciting and big bets on a number of different sectors. The end-to-end EV value chain that the group represents, particularly with organizations like Agratas, continue to represent opportunity for us. The announcements that Tassel have made with regard to the C295 build program that they are partnering with Airbus on, the recent helicopter opportunity, the work that's going on in semiconductors. These big bets represent a lot of opportunity for an organization that has the type of capabilities that we represent. So we're going to be focused upon that. We are not going to turn our back on that. But obviously, the broader market is a focus for us. And I think in terms of the client concentration risk that we've had in the past, we've made great strides to mitigate some of that in the last couple of years. I actually think that in the next 12 to 18 months, given what's going on at Tata Motors and JLR, we may see a step up in terms of the percentage contribution from the Tata Group. But I certainly think medium to long term, you'll continue to see the Tata Group business being less and less of a percentage of our overall mix.
Warren Harris, it's always a pleasure speaking to you, and good luck to you on this JV. टाटा टेक इस बीच करीब 4% की तेज़ी दिखा रहा है. मैनेजमेंट की कमेंट्री मजबूत, और ऑफ कोर्स H2 में यानी कि इस वित्त वर्ष, नए वित्त वर्ष की दूसरी छमाही में शायद वो BMW की डिटेल्स आगे और निकलते आएंगे. लेंगे एक ब्रेक के बाद रिकैप करेंगे खिलाड़ी नंबर 1 के ट्रेड्स पर.